Actually decided to stream on my laptop. I was going to stream on my phone, but my phone is nearly dead. And I was like, okay, well, I still want to stream outside. So I was like, oh, I can use my laptop. And what's really cool is if I do this, hold on, I actually can show you around in the corner. I have my book here. I'm reading Forever in Blue. It's Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants. It's the 4th book. My cat's at the door, like, meowing for me. Is that Starbucks? No, this is my house. I was gonna go to Starbucks, but with the humidity, it's supposed to feel like 35, I think, today. Like, I'm sweating just being out here. And the walk is like 40 minutes-ish. And I wanted to be outside, but by the time I got there, I'd be like dripping buckets. And then, you know, I don't want to just walk somewhere to just sit in the AC. It feels pointless. So I decided to just stay home today. I've been up since 7. I did some writing. I hit 12,000 words today. It was a freaking fly. I posted a TikTok and YouTube short. I was actually editing my Twitch channel. If you noticed in the About section, I put a list of games I've played and have posted on YouTube as well. So I changed that. I added a little YouTube panel. Sorry, I feel like I have a cat hair in my eye. Shirt is from the Dominican, actually. It says República Dominica es una reina bien. Whatever that means. I'm aiming for around, at first I said 60,000, but I think I'm aiming more towards like the 70,000 mark, because I feel like 50,000 is too short. I think it's only like 200 pages, but I don't want to make it like Twilight length, like 100. I think Twilight is like 180,000 words or something, or 120,000 words, 118,000 words. I don't know. I looked it up earlier. But I don't want to go over 100,000 either. I want to be within like the 70 to 85,000 range, just because like I looked up Harry Potter, I looked up Percy Jackson, a couple other like YA stuff, and they're usually between like 80,000 to 90,000 words. So your Greek food's arriving. Oh my god, stop. What did you order? Oh my god, yeah, I know. First of all, I hear this fly fucking buzzing in my ear, and I literally feel sweat like coming out of my pores. So I'm gonna answer the questions that I got on Instagram. If you don't have Instagram, you can honestly just ask the question here. I don't think it really matters. But yeah, if there's anything you ever wanted to know about me, just let me know. When does the learning to drive video drop? That's a good question. I don't have a date for that. I promise that when I learn to drive, maybe not like the first time I'm doing it, but I promise there will be some sort of adventure that I will bring you on. I don't think it's going to be this year. I just really am scared to drive. What is your absolute favorite thing to do in the summer? Honestly, just being outside, like in general. I don't really do, like, I'm not an activity person. Yeah, I like going to the beach or going for like walks or hikes or whatever. But I prefer, honestly, I love to just sit outside and read. I used to make it a thing, and I probably should now that the weather's nice, but I used to have a thing last year where like every time I was streaming in the evening, I'd take 1 hour beforehand and I would take my book outside in the backyard and I'd just read. I feel like that's so relaxing. I don't know. What are you proud of but never have an excuse to talk about? Leave all humility at the door. What am I proud of but never have an excuse to talk about it? The thing about me is I always find an excuse to talk about things. Like if it's at the forefront of my mind, like I'll figure out a way to include it in conversation. Like you could be like, oh, my favorite color is blue, and I'll be like, so by the way, on my stream like I actually don't give a shit. I will incorporate it if I want to incorporate it. But for like a real answer, proud of but never have an excuse to talk about. I don't know. I honestly have no idea. Maybe my cooking skills. Like if I'm in the middle of a conversation, I'm not going to just be like, oh, by the way, like I'm a really good cook. I feel like that could work. Otherwise, honestly, I'm not. Maybe my book collection, because I don't think anyone wants to know or care. They don't really care about my book collection. Some people would, but I don't know. I don't really have a good answer to that question. How does it feel to be 4'10"? I'm not fucking 4'10". Any guilty pleasures that you're embarrassed to admit to? Sorry, I'm reading them off my phone. Guilty pleasures that I'm embarrassed to admit to. I don't really get embarrassed with that kind of stuff, but if I had to choose something, guilty pleasure I'm embarrassed to admit to. Maybe some like cheesy shows that I like. Like I like watching One Tree Hill and stuff. I'm not embarrassed to admit it though. Sometimes I read spicy books, but again, I'll talk about that anyway. I'm currently reading Pucked by Helena Hunting. Is that her name? I'm a portion of the way through it, but I put it down to start reading this one. So this one I'm like, I think on Goodreads it says I'm like 36% done. All right, let's see what other questions we got here. Any qualities in a person that absolutely annoy you, but you never admit it to avoid hurt feelings? These are good questions. Okay. I would say one quality that really bothers me, that I've never really told anyone that bothers me, is probably when someone's just agreeable with everything. Like I had this friend in high school where like if I texted her and I'm like, oh, like I'm not going to school today, I have a headache, she'd be like, yeah, same. Every time. Like it was never just like, oh, feel better. It was same. And then she wouldn't go to school either. It's like, I feel like that's just not even real. I feel like you're being fake when you do that. Like, or it's just like someone who just says like, say like you go, I'm tired, and someone says same, without building on it. Like if they happen to be tired too, fine, but say like, oh my god, same, like I barely slept last night, da, 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 da. But like it's just someone who's so bland and boring. I know it sounds like I'm shit talking, I kind of am, but like it's so bland and boring when someone just says same to everything. Same, me too, yeah, I agree. Like that's it. It's just so like annoying. Or like, I don't know, like there's a difference between being laid back, like say you make plans with someone and they're like, and you say something like, oh, let's do this, like let's go to a movie, and they're like, okay, I'm down, or whatever. Like every single time, I don't find that annoying. I find that like, oh, they just are easygoing and they'll do whatever. But it's when like conversation becomes same, me too, agreed. It's like, can you have a difference of opinion, please? Or anything to contribute to this conversation, because it's not good. And that annoys me. I never said anything about it. But honestly, I probably should have. Oh my god, that actually scared me. I literally thought I was psychic, because I got an email from Fan Expo. It said, Helen Hunt is taking Toronto by storm. And Helen Hunt from Twister is going to be at Fan Expo. But in my head, I read it as Helena Hunting. Like the author I was just talking about. I'm like, no way the author of Pucked is going to be there. I need her autograph. And I thought I just like was talking about it and that it happened. But wrong person. Spoiler alert, Helen Hunt is not Helena Hunting. Alright, I'm back. Sorry it took so long. I had to wash my raspberries. I like eating them with Greek yogurt. This is the Liberté Greek yogurt. Ah, this nail feels so fucked. It's cracked. You can't even really see, but it's cracked like up here. Ugh, I hate that feeling so much. I got chicken souvlaki with tzatziki and rice, plus a salad that I did not. Oh my god, that sounds so good. Do you know what's so funny though? Is I went inside to get my snack, and my aunt's up. She's making lunch, and she's making chicken souvlaki. What are the odds? I love the hot weather, but not when it's like too hot where like you literally sweat just from sitting outside. Do you guys ever get uncomfortable by the hair on the raspberries? Dwarven, this is a question and answer. You're supposed to ask the question, are you wearing that shirt because you're Latinx? Not state it like it's a fact. Duh. Hi, Bacon. Your name reminds me of All That, the show. Do you remember that show? It's an old Nickelodeon show. And Jamie Lynn Spears was in it. And she played this grandma. And she'd be like, every time she'd be like, and bacon. And everyone would be like, bacon. She'd be like, bacon good. And I feel like a very small minority of people will remember that. Hopefully there's at least one in this chat. Yeah, why is it hairy? Which reminds me of yet another All That All That skit called Harry Bladder, and it was a parody of Harry Potter. Oh my goodness gracious. The All That show, it was so good. I loved that show growing up. Or there was a skit where the guy that played Harry Bladder also played Ernie. And Ernie worked at an amusement park, and he worked at the biggest roller coaster at the park. And the theme song for that skit was Ernie, Ernie, he hates his job because of the puke. And then like a bunch of puke would come down every time the roller coaster hit its highest peak. And he'd get covered in this like green, I guess it was supposed to be puke, but it's like a green slime. You would quote it. I feel like Family Channel, Disney Channel, Nickelodeon, they all had an obsession with bacon. Because do you remember at Even Stevens, Beans loved bacon as well. What was this bacon fascination? Was there a craze in the early 2000s? I think I have to change the title to Q&A. Here, little chat outside, Q&A. Just in case people don't know that I want you guys to ask me questions. You make homemade raspberry smoothies. I love raspberry smoothies. But recently I've been obsessed with this mix that you can get at like Walmart. I think it's Great Value brand, but it's mango, banana, strawberry, and passion fruit. and I put that with some Greek yogurt, and I like putting some PB2 powder, which is like a peanut butter powder, because it's like crushed peanuts, and it's lower calorie but higher protein. So if anyone like wanted to add, I guess, like more protein to their smoothies without like it being like oily, because I know peanut butter sometimes it has like an oily texture that I'm not like a huge fan of in a smoothie, but the PB2 powder works better, I think. T-Bryce, I hope you had a great weekend. I did. I went to a wedding on Saturday, and I got way too drunk, if I'm being honest, because we went to an after party at a friend's house, and I was so amped to go because I was dancing to Jonas Brothers' Burning Up. That was the last song I remember. And in the middle of Burning Up, it's like, oh my god, the Uber's here, we gotta go, whatever. And we go. I was so hyped, I was so amped. As soon as I got to this after party, I sat on the couch. I needed a blanket because I was freezing because I was sunburned. You know when like you're sunburnt and you feel like extra cold? So I literally sat on the couch, wrapped in a blanket, and I was struggling to keep my eyes open. Like I was so tired and drunk, and I was like I was having a good time. Like I liked being there, but I wasn't feeling very chatty. I wasn't feeling like I could get up. So I didn't throw up though. No throwing up. I have not thrown up from drinking since I was like 20. Who am I most looking forward to seeing at Fan Expo? I would say first is, I'm sorry, I don't remember his name, but he played Gimli in Lord of the Rings. Totally most amped for that because I'm for sure getting his autograph for my collection, but a close second would be Tara Strong. Oops. Tara Strong, because she voiced Bubbles in the Powerpuff Girls. She voiced Timmy Turner. She voiced Melody in Little Mermaid 2. She's just done so much. Like, she was Raven in Teen Titans. Like, she's a legend. I think she played some Rugrats voices, too. What is your recent Starbucks order? Okay, so all I order from Starbucks now is a grande matcha tea latte with coconut milk, and I sub out the liquid sugar for sugar-free vanilla, because I'm trying not to eat sugar unless it's like natural sugar. So snack wise, I ordered one of the midday squares, and I think it's a Canadian brand that Starbucks has started to carry. It's like pre-packaged, and they have, at least the locations here, they're cookie dough and peanut butter, and it's like vegan, organic, and everything, and it's like a source of protein and also fiber. What made you want to become a writer? Honestly, I feel like I've wanted to be a writer for so freaking long. I remember in high school I would talk about it all the time that I wanted to write a book, and I just never got around to it. I remember my aunt gifted me this like porcelain typewriter as well. Like, everyone knew I wanted to write, but I just kept putting it off because I thought it wasn't realistic. Like, I didn't want to be a writer for blogs. I didn't want to be a writer for articles, journalism. Like, I wasn't into that, and I sucked at it. And I convinced myself that writing a book was just not practical and that it wouldn't get me anywhere. So I never really pursued it. But now I'm like, you know what the hell? I'm going to try. Did you see that Starbucks got inventory for pumpkin spice now? Already? It's not even August. I have to admit, though, I don't love pumpkin spice. I prefer the Christmas flavors. I like peppermint, but I'm not a huge pumpkin girl. You know that TikTok that's like, I don't really like pumpkin. Some like southern girl, she's like, I don't know why everyone's obsessed with this pumpkin. Me personally, I don't like pumpkin. Pumpkin spice comes out August 22. I do remember it comes out at the end of August because last year It came out the same weekend as Fan Expo. And I told myself I wanted to try every Halloween drink or fall drink like that weekend. So I had made a TikTok trying all the fall drinks. So I tried the pumpkin chai, the pumpkin spice latte. There was some other spice drink or something. I have a TikTok somewhere of it. And then I made a drink. It was a pumpkin matcha. Oh, with the apple. It was like apple something. But I made like my own with like pumpkin spice sweet cream. And I rated them all and everything. What's Big B's? I don't know if we have that in Canada. No, there's no chat delay. I'm just delayed. I swear. Someone on Instagram asked, happiest day of your life so far. That's hard. I have so many happiest days in my life. It could easily be in 2006 when Italy won the World Cup, just because it was just such a fond memory with my whole family and going downtown and going to a place that's not even there anymore. And it was just such, like, everyone was so happy and no one gave a shit about anything. That was a good day. I would say, like, definitely vacation makes it up there for sure. The day I got partnered was, like, finally my efforts coming into, like, my goals coming into fruition, I guess. Like, there's so many of those. It's really hard to choose one. If you had to get a vanity license plate, what would you make it say? Well, fun fact, when I was in 12th grade or 11th grade, something like that, I tweeted on my old Twitter, it's not there anymore, I tweeted, if I ever got my license plate would say, I love Acon 100. So I think to stay true to my old self, I'd probably get that. Claude, I know you're not supposed to ask this in an interview, but how old am I? Oh, I'm 27. And you know what? Now I know the real answer to that. Because when I got this tattoo back in the fall. Actually, Sabby was there. They asked me, they were like, okay, how old are you? And I wasn't really expecting the question. And I didn't remember on the spot. And I was like, 24? And they're like, no, you're not. You're 26. I was like, oh, 26. And she's like, yeah, I'm going to have to see your ID. Because obviously it just sounded like I was lying. I'm like, no, I swear I'm 27. I was born in 97. Or 26 at the time. I just couldn't remember how old I was. Because not many people ask me that. Yeah, we're not sponsored by HelloFresh anymore, Nova. It was a temporary sponsor. I think it went on for about a month. I am scouting out for some sponsors, actually. I got the goods. I got my lunch. I brought a hat, a cold water bottle. I'm prepared. Hold on. I'm going to put the little phone cam on so you can see my lunch. There's my lunch. It's 2 chicken souvlaki's with rice that has spinach and tomato in it. I like souvlaki. It's chicken souvlaki with rice that has spinach and tomato in it. You seen this hat? It's a little Roots hat, but I don't feel like putting it on because it actually makes my forehead sweaty. A little mukbang moment. We have tzatziki sauce, but I'm not a huge fan. Alright, I'm back. I found hot honey secret sauce. So we're gonna try this one out. I like any hot sauce that has mango in it, like mango habanero. Yeah, that's why I get boneless. I don't like touching them. There's a fucking fly harassing me. I'm definitely not the only person that eats boneless wings. Don't be a little fuck. Michael Jordan, thank you for the 100 biddies. And that reminds me of that. There was a quote in Deadpool versus Wolverine, which I saw on Friday. He goes, there are 206 bones of the human body. And then he goes, 207 if I'm watching Gossip Girl. Which is even funnier because of the layers of humor, like, because his wife was in Gossip Girl. Such respectful humor when you don't expect it to be. Do I have any pets? Yes. I have 2 cats. One is Oliver and one is Jack. And I would show you, but they don't come outside. They're indoor cats. I had 2 dogs, but they both died. One in 2021 and one in 2023. Do you think Cece likes James or her boyfriend more? I think she wants both of them, and she is leading them both on. But James more. You have 2 cats? Guess what? What? Thoughts on downtown Toronto? I like it. I like to visit Toronto, especially downtown. I like how much it has to offer, and I love that it's like everyone is still awake at like 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, you know? Like here, it's a small town. Like it's nice, it's chill. I like it. But once it's past like 10 o'clock, everyone is sleeping, and it's quiet, which is good on a normal basis. But on the weekends, sometimes it's nice to be up late and more hyped up. I would never want to live downtown Toronto. Like I never want to live in Toronto, period. It used to be my goal. Fun fact. I always said I can't wait till I can afford rent so that I can move downtown and start living. But changed my mind like quite a while ago now. I just feel like it's not for me. Like even though I don't drive, the transit like would be easier down there, but it's too chaotic. Like I don't want to wake up in the morning and like as soon as I walk outside there's like 500 people walking by me. You know, like I like walking out in my front yard and maybe, just maybe, seeing someone walking their dog. That's it. What is my favorite U.S. state and why is it Ohio? My favorite U.S. state, I don't know, because I've only been to 2 states. I've been to Pennsylvania and I've been to New York, but not New York City, just Buffalo and like Niagara area. So I'd pick Pennsylvania over that for sure. I'm going to Fan Expo this Saturday. I told everyone if you want to come and meet me, be there this Saturday. Because I'm not going... Last year I had VIPs and I went all 4 days. I went Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. All day, every day. I'm not doing that this year. I'm only going this Saturday. Yes, I've been to Pennsylvania. I really liked Erie. I went to Pittsburgh. A couple little towns there. I liked Pennsylvania. Go to Boston pizza order. Oh my god. Don't talk about Boston pizza with me. I love their grilled chicken dill sandwich. I don't know what the fuck the sandwich is called. It's a dill sandwich. It comes fried, but you ask them for a grilled. It is fire. Waffles, pancakes, or French toast. You can only choose one. Definitely pancakes. I'm a pancake girl. Plain, blueberry, chocolate chip, mixed berry, cinnamon, anything. I'm not a fan of the crispiness of the waffles on the outside, and French toast can taste too eggy for me, and I don't like eggs. Nova, thank you for gifting to Hurricane Patrick. Patrick, welcome in. Hi. How you doing? Thank you for following. I think it was like 16 hours ago or something. What's my favorite genre for reading? I like horror and suspense. That'd probably be my top genre. But I read everything. Like, I've read fantasy. Right now I'm reading Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants, the 4th book. So I like romance. I'll read anything. Any fiction. I don't like nonfiction too much. I did read Helter Skelter, which I do want to reread, but other than that, and also Hitler's Manifesto, I've read parts of for research purposes, but and also some of Elliot Rodgers' Manifesto, but I don't normally like nonfiction. I love McDonald's hotcakes. They're so fucking good. I like horror and I said horror. Horror, like Stephen King. Why does my shirt say Republican? In support of Donald Trump getting shot in the ear hole. Am I 420 friendly? No, not really. I mean, I don't care if other people do it. I just don't really smoke. I smoke like once every 6 months. I used to microdose edibles to go to sleep, but it didn't really work out for me. It just caused me anxiety. Fuck off. Alcohol, I don't have a timing on the alcohol, because alcohol just depends when I have an event to go to. I only drink socially. I don't drink at home. So if I have a wedding 2 weekends of the month, I'm drinking 2 weekends of the month. You know what I mean? But I never drink, like, even like family holidays like Christmas and Easter, I don't have alcohol. Only like special occasion. What the heck are those? Should I try those mysterious berries growing in my backyard? Let me go pick them and show you. Could someone tell me what these are? They were with purple flowers. Maybe I should look up the plant app. See if I can get it again. Choose fruit. I think it's a fruit. Oh. I'm glad I didn't eat it, bro. You know what this is? Nightshade. I think that's what it said. Climbing nightshade. It looks kind of like that. Oh my god. Which one has purple Fuck you. I didn't do that. Which one has purple flowers? Okay, hold on. Let me Google this. Red berries with purple flowers. Oh my god, my fingers are kind of itchy. I'm tripping out. Oh, yeah, bittersweet nightshade. Minnesota wildflowers. Climbing nightshade, deadly nightshade. Oh. It says this plant isn't as deadly as one of its common names suggests. The berries can make you sick if eaten in any quantity. This is a likely very underreported weed in Minnesota. Okay. Can make you sick if you eat the berries. I would have been more concerned, like, if I had dogs still. Oh my god, now I feel itchy everywhere. I'm tripping myself out. But it just says consuming. Oh my god! Consuming the leaves or berries can lead to poisoning symptoms such as vomiting, diarrhea, convulsions, slowed breathing, and death. Oh my god, it says remember these plants are toxic, so wear gloves. Maybe I should go wash my hands. Thing out. I went to literally get a Lysol wipe to wipe down my phone and my leg. Just in case. You never know, you know? Okay. We're being safe around here. That looks nothing like a nightshade. It said bittersweet nightshade. There was purple flowers beside, literally. I can see why you wouldn't. Are you saying that I'm a paranoid bitch? Because it sounds like you are. I am super paranoid. I'm paranoid sober. What's your most listened to type of music? Probably hip hop type stuff, but I have range. I listen to pop. The odd time I'll listen to very, very, very rarely, like once a year, country. But I don't really like country. I don't really like rock either. I like hip hop. I like R&B. I like pop. I like like dance vibes. I like Post Malone. And my nail's fucking getting worse. It's cracked so far down. Why does this happen to me? I have to get them fixed this week anyway. I might go get them redone Thursday or Friday so they're done for my niece's birthday party. Thank you for the 100 biddies, Michael Jordan. Rate yourself out of 10. 11. Thank you for being here for my little Q&A and my little hangout. I appreciate you guys. I will see you guys at 6 p.m. We're going to be playing Grand Theft Auto Vice City. Am I going to wear something different for 6 o'clock stream? Damn it, James. What kind of question is that? Yes, probably, because I'm sweating. Okay, bye.